Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Diggity Wiggity Wah, and this is Remnant 2, and we're going to continue on. This is going to be Chapter 2 of my game. And once again, I just want to say thank you very much for all the love, all the support, all the subs. However, can you pay me? I don't know. It won't be in currency. It'll probably be in some kind of genital form. So thank you very much for checking out the stream. Any likes, all that good stuff is really appreciated. Even if it's hate, I welcome it. I love it. And yeah, thank you so much. So if you checked out part 1, you know I kind of think this game is like Fallout and Last of Us or Resident Evil.
Better get moving if I'm gonna find Clementine.
So we have 2 ways we can go. Is there any loot? Or I'm still, like I said, I'm completely new to this game. I never played the first one. I don't know if it works like every other game in the past, you know, with Resident Evils and whatever, where you loot stuff. It looks like I've got nothing to place there. We have taken the Challenger class, which means we are just going to get up in the enemy's face and just blow their dick out their ass. If that makes sense. Ah! Fuck the lever. Okay. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, buddy.
Whoa.
So, like I was saying, we are a close combat hero, and we are going to put their dicks in their ass. And to do that, you take the genitalia, you wrap it around the taint, and you go in through the butt. Okay, so we rest the check. Wow, that reminds me of like an Assassin's Creed. Okay, yeah. Sure, I understand that. Okay, well, you just look for the exclamation. Okay. So I see that there's a downstairs, but before we go downstairs, is there a way into there? I guess. Probably a doorway. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. I don't know where.
Damn it. For now.
Okay, so are you going to heal me up? Is there a way to heal me up? Okay, that works. So there was a room over here. Okay. Alright, buddy, you're wasting my time here. Okay, so there is loot, but you gotta find like these chest type things, I guess? What is that sound? Is that the checkpoint? Huh. Okay. I'm not sure if we're going anywhere in the right direction. Okay, buddy.
Here we go.
Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Okay. You know, now you're really pissing me off, buddy. Okay, buddy. Bro, we are in so much shit here.
Oh, damn. Is it over?
And I've got no health, or I do got health. Okay. Okay. Maybe we're not so screwed. So this is kind of my thing, right? Is
This looks important.
this is a gigantic room. Massive. And for there to be no loot in here is kind of crazy to me. I mean, like, this room is huge. Okay, so there is something. The birth of Fae. Yet for all the fervor, the Great Spirit did not answer them. We must seek him out, said one warrior. How? The people asked. No Fae by ourselves, said Arnin's brother. The hunter knows armor is better. Armor agreed. We must for it. The Spirit will not hear us. Fae shall perish. So the two brothers set out to find the home, the Great Spirit, taking with them Tola, the dreamer, and Cyril, the seer. Together, these four undertook the long and impossible journey to the temple beyond the sun. In the weeks that followed, Cyril guided them down the Queen's byway to the wild, and from there to the forbidden peaks where not even Aramor could find sustenance for them. The suns blazed upon their heads. What the hell is that? Upon their heads, their legs became like chests packed with sodden clothes, and hunger tore them apart from the inside. On the 17th day, Tola fell to the ground. Oh my God, this is something I could buy at Chapters. With a sharp cry, Armor ran to her, but she did not respond to his pleas. Her face bore the first outlines of scales, a sign of the wasting. Cyril wailed in anguish, "The Great Spirit has abandoned us. We are nothing to him." Aramor rebuked her. "No, our Saint Creator would not discard us so. This is but a test of our faith." "We're close," said Armin. "We need only reach the peak of the mountain. There we shall find the Great Spirit and end the curse for Tola and all of us." Cyril nodded, though tears dripped from her eyes, for the mountain was tall and the days were long. Tola regained consciousness, but her scales became more pronounced. Soon she could not bear her own weight, and Aramir had to carry her. Then the scales appeared on Aramin's face as well. "It is useless," said Cyril. "We are not even halfway to the summit. The Great Spirit cares nothing for us." "Silence!" Aramor drew his knife and slashed the seer. "You will not blaspheme the Creator." Oh my God, this is literally something I could buy at Chapters. Again, Aramin grabbed Aramir's wrist. Through his grip was weak, and his hand trembled. "Peace, brother. Do not stain your hand for one who grieves. Above all others, we who undertake this journey must not sin. This is the test. Her heresy undermines us, brother. The Creator would not relish her death. We do not kill." Our man sat down, then drained from the force behind his own words, "and we must carry on, whatever the cost." For days more they climbed until Aramor had to carry his brother, and Tola slipped in and out of consciousness. Starvation clawed at their stomachs, but the summit was near, drawing them ever onward. They reached the peak. The suns blared on their faces, and the winds breathed cold air on their necks, yet the peak was barren. There was no temple, only a sea of mountains, beyond each taller than the last. Aramor dropped to his knees in despair. Aramin fell from his back to the ground. Cyril, who had not yet seen, scaled the peak behind him, then cried in anguish, "Tola, no!" The brothers turned. Surreal burned her face in Tola's chest, buried her face in Tola's chest. Tola's skin had turned a shin white. Her cheeks fallow. Her eyes lay open, staring out at the vast mountain range, yet seeing none of it. Tola was dead. Surreal lifted her face to the sky and cried, "Why? What good is any of this? The Great Spirit has disowned us. We are nothing to him." "Damn you, Seer," said Amor, through tears of anguish, dampened his face as well. "Silence, you your blasphemy, or I will silence it for you. The Great Spirit does not exist," she spat, "or else he is useless. Being unworthy of worship, your Great Spirit has brought us nothing but anguish." Aramor gripped the dagger at his belt, his knuckles whitening about the hilt. "You live only because my brother has spoken for you. Our anguish is caused by you. No, you caused this. We should have never come if it weren't for your foolish plan, Tolo. Yet live." She pulled the blade from her sister's sheath and stood to her feet, her chest heaving with each fiery breath. No more will die for you, Dogma." Oh my good God, does this go on forever? Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot read all this. I read at a grade 3 reading level. I will go back. It's not going to let me go back, for real? Why is it not? It says previous, but it's not letting me go back previous. I guess I'll use the keyboard. That is crazy. This is absurd. So this was the last page we were on. This is the next page. I'm going to read it much faster than I actually read out loud. I'm just going to skim read. It's just, if you want to read it yourself at a slower pace, you may pause it. I'm skim reading because I think some of this actually will have some part of the game. In fact, I think there's a hallway that led down that I believe is the Queen's lair that they're speaking of. Boop, 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 boop. Isn't it funny how you can read faster to yourself than you can out loud? Like, I can skim read just so quick. Okay. Okay. So that's it? There's literally nothing else in here? In this whole room. One book. That is crazy to me.
Great, more bad news. Whew. Glad that's over.
It is over for sure. You're not screwing with me. Oh my God, please. Oh my God. Oh my good God. Are they trying to build the lore here? Again, if you want to read it at a much slower pace. Oh, I guess this is one way to do it. Again, if you want to read it at your pace, you may go ahead and pause it. I read at a grade 3 reading level, so I don't like to brag, but okay, buddy, you need to calm down because I'm gonna blow your dick at your ass in a minute. This motherfucker just told me it was over. Now I hear like bosses in the back. If it does that just every time you read and the bosses aren't actually there, that's such bullshit. That's such a troll. Yeah, these notes. Wow, this is crazy. I apologize if this isn't your thing to read. A lot of people like to skip through all this kind of stuff. Hold on, let me just read. Okay. So I know a lot of people don't like to read this kind of stuff. They just like to kind of move on and skip past it all. But sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. It honestly depends on the game and kind of how I'm feeling, I guess. And oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. Bro, move! What are you doing? Some people like to read. Okay, buddy. Next time you say that it's done and that you're glad that's over and blah, 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 stop dicking around, bro, because it wasn't done. Now I don't believe a damn thing the main character says. Yeah, so, you know, if that part bothers you, the reading, I apologize, but there are going to be people who like to take in the full game, including the lore. A lot of the lore will actually be very important in the game in a lot of aspects, especially for the backstories. Whether you're into that kind of thing or not, the backstories, you know, will be something people talk about. And that kind of, I'm just making sure there's no bosses because I know they're coming. People like to know the lore because it creates the backstory and it allows them to dive deeper into the game. And there's some people that have been waiting for this game for a long time. And there's some people... So I can keep coming back to this well and it'll keep healing me. Okay, that's pretty fire. Okay, buddy.
Looking good. Okay. That was rough.
Okay, I need some ammo. I'm actually going to switch to the sidearm because I just don't like how low we're getting on ammunition here. Did you see that red dot? Like, what the hell is that? Clearly I'm not cheating because I'm getting my butt whooped half the time. And there's nothing even there. Oh, there is something there. Damn. Fuck me, bro. Fuck you, bro.
Oh, glad that's over. Good. Well, at least that's over. That's over.
Okay, Babu. What the fuck? What am I seeing right now? Magic quill. I thought she was gonna stab me. see. I got you. I knew I had to collect that stuff, but I didn't know I could just use it. Oh my goodness, and it sends me to like a new part. Let's go to Ward 13, because I might be able to upgrade my weapons. I don't know.
Traveler. Oh, thank the Founder. You're alive. What happened? Yeah, I'll bet if the World Stone's involved. Maybe, start at the beginning. You were with the Founder in the old ward, right? Where'd he go? Wait, what? Clementine? Where is she? Is she okay?
How the hell should I know, bro?
Right, sorry. Clementine, she means a lot. To all of us. We gotta find her. I'll get everybody together. If she went through the World Stone, she could be anywhere. Yeah, damn straight you could. She could be anywhere, like worlds away. All right, I'll get Brabus and Riggs. I'll tell them to... Oh, what the hell am I doing? I don't know what's out there any more than you do. Oh, I'd be putting the whole town at risk. And Clem wouldn't want that. Hell, it's a miracle you came back. Oh, I'm sorry. Town will help you all it can, but I can't ask anyone to go out there. Thanks, Traveler. Talk to the folks around town. They should have any supplies you need. You know, Ford used to tell me, old Commander Ford, not the Founder, that a leader and a hero are two different things. The leader's place is always with her people. I thought she was just taking a dig at her grandfather for leaving all the time, but I think I'm starting to understand her better now. Yeah, she's doing great. Can't keep her down, really. As soon as she heard you disappeared with the Founder, she was on her feet. Nothing the doc said would stop her. I don't know what she was doing all that time. Looking for you, maybe, or just keeping herself busy. Anyway, all that anxiety of hers turned out to be pretty helpful. She even set up shop over toward the entrance gate. You should go see her. She don't show it, but she's worried sick about you. Keeps talking about leaving, but never does. I've seen that before. Yeah, so after you and the Founder went missing, Briggs and I went looking for you. Found the stone floating and glowing like the old days. I had a hunch what happened. Not my first experience with this thing, you know? I wanted it out here this time, so we could help anyone who came through right away. Turns out that was the right choice. Who knows how long it would have taken you to get out of that old ward. Right. So, long time ago, when the Root were still everywhere, I helped the Wanderer get to the oldest ward somewhere out past the... tell the truth, I don't even know where it is. Now that's the thing about the World Stone. They don't give you any idea where you are or how you got there. I don't know how the Wanderer got used to it. Yeah, that's what they call them. Yeah, I didn't come up with it. Yeah, the Wanderer did all the real stuff. Entered the ward, fought the Root, found Clementine. Anyway, yeah, I know better than most. Anything can come out of one of these things. I mean, I knew she was gone. I just didn't know she was that gone. Clem takes off from time to time, you know? It's just her way. She'll disappear for hours, sometimes days at a time. Well, I never liked it, but she can take care of herself, yeah? And it's not like I could stop her anyway. And she always came back, saying she just needed to be alone for a while, and I can respect that. I just wish she'd talk to... Yeah, well, the Founder's his own thing, ain't he? It's not the first time he's disappeared on us. Not even the 5th time. Commander Ford, the Founder's granddaughter, used to say relying on the Founder was like running across rubble. Now, you could do it for a while, but sooner or later, it'll let you down. Now, I don't know if I'd go that far, but Founder Ford, he was always more of like, well, more of an idea to us than a leader. Hell, when I was a kid, everyone thought he'd been dead for years. That's the thing about the Founder. Hey, let me know as soon as you find Clem, okay?
Sure thing, buddy. Sure thing.
We're all worried about her.
Okay. Okay, so upgrade weapon. Yeah, that's gonna be so critical.
What can I do for you?
Weapon, I bet about that.
Take care, my friend.
Okay.
You, again. What did you bring me?
Certainly.
We're finished here.
Okay, buddy.
Good for big.
You look like you need some shooting practice.
Not so much what I'm after.
Well, spit it out then. I guess I set myself up for that one. I told you the mud dogs didn't take hell from no one. And anyone stood up to us without getting knocked down. Save one. This mudder walks into my court, confident as a wolf in a rabbit trap. I'm thinking, this'll be a fight to remember, eh? At best. Then, I noticed something the mudder's got on him. It's a watch. What belonged to my old man. I figure he finally tripped the branches and I'm about to wring this wanderer's neck myself. But then, the wanderer says the old man gave it to him.
Maybe you just need
That
to go
caught
see
me.
Riggs.
The old man wouldn't give up that watch to no one but family. And he never gave it to me. I let the wanderer go. After taking the watch, of course. But so I hear. Changed the world a few times over, that one. Sometime later, I got the nerve to see the old man myself. He surprised me. He wasn't pissed or patronizing, just sat me down and started telling stories like we'd been chatting every day. He didn't say nothing about the watch when I told him. Just glad it had a home. Tell you what, I think he wanted me to take it, the old bastard. Anyway, we talked a lot after that, and when word got out that folks here at the ward were starting something new, well, the old man and I both knew what needed doing. I told the mud dogs they were free to do as they liked. We weren't a pack no more, and the old man and I set up shop here. Kinda boring to tell you the truth, but better than a bullet hole, I guess. Don't know what else I can tell you, save the stories folks around here like to spin. The way they tell it, that wanderer walked through crystals to other worlds until one day they slammed the door on the Deadwood altogether and saved the world. Yeah, they all sound just like my old man with the... You can say that again. I ain't complaining, mind you. There's definitely something different about this place. Maybe if I stick around long enough, I'll figure out what it is. Oh, that old mudder. People call him Mudtooth. He's set up over yonder, and he's more than happy to tell you about himself. And then some. You wouldn't know it to look at him, but he was the leader of the Mud Dogs before I took him over. They'd got soft, see? Couldn't hack it in a dog-eat-dog world. Of course, that ain't the way he tells it. We still don't see eye to eye on which of us was right. Disagree to agree, I guess. Well, the Mud Dogs ran for years. Started out with my old man in a place called Sanctuary, and eventually came out here. We set ourselves up in a place folks started calling Cutthroat Channel. Nobody came in or out without our say-so, not even Deadwood. Yeah, I got a story or two from the
I'll
glory
bet
days.
Riggs can help me out.
I got one.
stop by
There's one of my old man's tales that is true. He used to live in this old chopper. Made a good sniper's nest, letting him pop off Deadwood one at a time. I kept him off for a while, but the mud dogs got wind they were mustering something big. I weren't about to let the old man kick it, so we set a trap up for their trap. Problem was, they moved faster than we thought. We had explosives set around for most of the area, but the Deadwood came too soon. We hadn't set the detonators yet. The old man, though, he wakes in the crack of night, howling and popping off shot after shot at the root. Well, one of his shots must have hit. My dogs got lucky. Only a couple. Of course I did. Good. Got.
Bro, you're talking about nothing.
Remember, the choices you make out there
Maybe
can
just
come
need to go
back.
Is that casting shot? No. So where's casting?
Hey, over here! God damn, it is you! The rumors had me thinking I might not ever see you again. Ooh, yikes. Yeah, they said you ran off with that old Ford fella and disappeared, and I ain't seen you since. Where have you been? You mean that big-ass floating gym over there? Bo said it can take you other places, other worlds even. Before we got here, I'd have laughed in his face. But I've heard weirder stories than that. And I can see on your face, it ain't all make-believe, is it? Feels like anything can be true here. They even healed my root rot. I tell you what, I might just start believing in fairy tales. Even Santa Claus and Fulton's Blend. Yeah, I don't know what's in that stuff Doc Nora gave me, but I ain't felt this good for years. Hell, maybe it was Fulton's Blend. Ah, you know me. I get anxious sitting still for too long. So, I went out to the ruins and scrounged anything useful I could find. I was just doing what I do to survive, you know. Maybe get some things together for when we moved on, but then you didn't come back. And Bo said folks around here could use this stuff, so I set up shop. So hey, if you ever need anything out there in the
Okay, buddy. Now you're trying to sell me shit.
or whatever, you just let me know. I got all kinds of stuff for trade.
Trade. You should be giving me shit.
Come back if you need anything.
Man, I need some serious help with him. So I gotta bring it back and put it there, whatever it is I find. Looks like a door, but it's not a door. You know there's a door. Oh my, oh, I know where
Real
we
pretty.
are.
Yeah, I don't trust this place.
Why can't I put it there? Why can't I put the mask there? Yes, I know what it is. And does it not belong right there? Face, mural, piece. Missing the face, mural, piece. I am confuzzled. Oh, it's like weird.
Something's missing.
Oh. So there's another face. Oh, shit. Wait, did this open? Oh no, half is open and half is closed. Is that how it works? It's two different colors. So I'm guessing there's another face where we came from. So, question, did the enemies come back because I left the area? They did. That's so annoying, bro. That is so annoying, man. Alright guys, I'm going to end this part here. I will be back probably in about a half hour to resume this game. I got some stuff to do. It's Saturday, and I got some things to do, so I really appreciate all the love, all the support, and I wish you guys all the best. Please click the sub, the like, comment, all kinds of hateful things in the comment section. Love you guys. Adios, muchachos.